No, I was really shocked when we went to register our marriage and they told me that you were already married, sorry.
Wait, what? Perry, hold on for just 1 second.
How could you do that to me? What is the matter with you? I am done with you. I never want to see you again.
How can you say that to me? That's so cruel.
I never thought that you were that kind of person. You really betrayed me.
But that isn't true. I wasn't the one who was already married. You were.
What are you talking about? There is no way that I would ever do something like that.
No, what are you talking about? We went to the courthouse and that is exactly what they said.
You have no idea what you're even saying.
You ran out of there before the clerk could finish explaining the whole situation.
That's because they told me that you and I weren't going to be able to get married. What was the point of staying any longer than that?
You know, if anyone was really surprised, it was me.
What do you mean? What was so surprising?
I mean, the clerk told me that you had been married for 2 years already. What is up with that?
That isn't true. There is no way that's what they said.
So you seriously have no idea what all of this could be about?
Do you think that I would lie to you? I have no idea what's going on here.
I'm not saying that you're lying to me. I just want to know what's happening. Is it possible someone filed marriage paperwork with you without you knowing?
You mean you think someone might have done that without asking me first?
I just want to know why the clerk said what they said.
Maybe it was their records that were wrong. What do you think about that?
I really don't think that's true. I mean, they double-checked their records for me. They said that they had the paperwork and it was properly filled out and everything.
So then, who did the clerk say the person who I was married to was?
They couldn't tell me. The only person they could reveal that information to is you.
You mean you can't go and figure it out for me?
No, I can't. It's your records with your personal information, so only you can do it. If you didn't run off, then we could have just checked it then, but...
I know, you're right. I'm sorry. I was just so shocked. I mean, it was just 2 days ago that we had our wedding with over 80 of our family and friends there. We literally just got married. I was on top of the world. I was so happy to be going to the courthouse to register our marriage.
I know, hon. It was a really special time, and I was just as shocked as you were, I'm sure.
I mean, we're supposed to be going on our honeymoon tomorrow. But now I just don't even know if I can bring myself to go.
I know what you mean. We both wanted to take this trip having been officially married as husband and wife.
I'm really happy that you know how I feel. I just don't even know what to think right now.
Of course I do. We just need to try and figure out what's going on here. So even though we will have to wait a while to go back to the courthouse, I think we should just try and enjoy our honeymoon.
You're right. But what are you going to do now? How can we get around this?
Well, the clerk said that you would have to go to the courthouse and submit a marriage annulment.
So we'll have to talk to a judge and go into a courtroom and stuff?
I really don't know how it works. It is just what the clerk told me. But I really don't know if we can move forward without knowing who it is you're supposedly married to.
But can't you just do that for me? Please, I really want you to do it.
Perry, I already told you that I can't do that for you.
Well, can't I just sign some kind of release form or something? Please, I'm really busy with a bunch of stuff and I just need you to do this for me.
I don't know.
But we have our honeymoon tomorrow. When I get home, I'll have to start working straight away.
Well, I have to work too, you know. It's the same for me.
What do you mean? You're taking 2 more days off than I am.
But you know that I'll be busy packing up for our move. I'll still have a bunch to do.
Oh, come on. Packing just takes like a second. Just a couple of suitcases and then you're done. Can't you please do this for me? Just take more time off of work.
I can't do that. My work would be really mad if I took any more time off than this.
What are you talking about? You're the daughter of the CEO. Who would complain if you took some more time off? Anyways, thank you so much for doing this for me. I appreciate it.
My name is Zari, and I am 32 years old. Yesterday, I married Perry, who is 3 years older than me. He started working at my company 2 years ago. At the time, I was dating a man who was very popular in the office. He was bright and cheery and had a personality that made me feel like I could tell him anything. He told me that he fell in love with me the moment he met me. Perry, meanwhile, was intent on flirting with me. In fact, he was quite persistent. At first, I was pretty surprised by how aggressively he came after me. Around that time, rumors started floating around the company that the man who I was dating was actually embezzling money from the company. Even though there was no proof, he decided to leave the company amidst the rumors. We broke up not long after that. Perry was there to comfort me, and before long, we were dating. After that, the two of us had our wedding. But when we went to the courthouse to register our marriage, we were told that we couldn't. Later, something came to light that shocked me even more.
Hey, hon. Did you manage to submit all the paperwork for our marriage?
No, sorry. It still hasn't gone through. The courthouse is insisting that you need to submit the annulment before they can do anything else.
Well, what are you waiting for? Go and turn in that paperwork.
I'm working on it right now. But it is a lot more effort than I thought it would be.
Oh, come on. It's just some initialing forms, right? It can't be that hard.
Please don't talk to me like that. I'm doing this all for you, remember?
Okay, well, that reminds me. Yesterday's dinner was just horrible. So nasty. You may be the daughter of a CEO, but you really can't do much, can you?
Hey, I am trying to make sure that the whole house is unpacked. It's really hard when I have all this other stuff on my plate as well. And who my dad is has nothing to do with this.
As if. It has everything to do with this. If your dad wasn't who he was, then I would have never married you.
Excuse me? Just what is that supposed to mean? You know, I feel like your attitude completely changed after our wedding.
What do you mean? I've always been like this. Anyways, you don't have to worry about unpacking our stuff.
What do you mean? That just won't do. I really needed to use the measuring cups yesterday, and it took me over an hour to find them.
Oh, come on. That is just an excuse for your bad cooking skills. If you aren't going to put any effort into dinner, then just pick something up for me, okay?
But we're newlyweds. I want to cook for you. It's how I show my love.
Well, if your love language is feeding me nasty overcooked meals, then you can keep that to yourself. Besides, I'm going to be the next CEO of the company. How can you feed such nasty food to a guy in my position?
Wait, what do you mean by that? Did my dad tell you that?
He doesn't have to tell me. It's just a foregone conclusion, isn't it? After all, you're an only child, aren't you? There is no way that he would leave his company in the hands of his daughter.
What do you mean? That has never been a rule.
Yeah, but it is just one of those unspoken things we all understand, right?
Well, I really don't know about that. Also, do you really not know anything about this Lucy lady who you are apparently married to?
No, I have no idea about who that person is.
Well, then why has this lady submitted marriage documents with you? I just don't get it.
I really don't know either. Maybe it's a woman from my last job.
Well, if you have an idea of who it might be, why don't you try reaching out to them?
Oh, no, I could never do something like that.
But why not? If you know where she works, why not ask the company?
I don't know where she works. She quit just around the time that I did.
Oh, I see. And you don't think that they might have any leads on how you could find her?
I really doubt that they would tell me anything about her even if I asked.
You really think it wouldn't work? Even if you explained the situation and told them why you needed it?
No, I really don't think that would work at all. Better not to even bother.
But why not? I don't understand. Besides, the courthouse said that they needed to know her address for the forms.
Okay, fine, just let me handle it. Don't do anything, okay?
Wait, what? But you said that you were too busy. That's why I was doing all of this for you.
You're right. I'm really sorry that I put this all on you. You can leave the rest to me now.
Oh, really? Oh, thank you so much. That is a huge help. Now I can finally unpack the rest of the house and work on dinner. I promise to make something really good tonight.
Yeah, you better go ahead and do that.
I will. And I'll pass along that you're handling it to the lawyer. Hey, Perry. Did you ever end up giving the courthouse that Lucy woman's address?
No, sorry. I haven't quite gotten around to that yet.
But you do remember that they need that information so that we can annul your marriage and we can finally get married, right?
Yeah, of course I know that. But I just need a little more time.
But it's already been 3 weeks. How much longer do you think it's going to be?
Oh, has it already been 3 weeks?
Sorry, did something happen? You know, my dad is starting to worry about us. He's asking questions.
You mean you talked to your dad about this?
Yeah. He was asking about how much longer it was going to take until you and I were officially married. When I told him all that was going on, he was really surprised. But I told him that none of it was your fault. Right?
Yeah, of course none of it is my fault.
I mean, we thought that we would have been able to get legally married after our wedding. But my dad says that there's a lot of paperwork that he needs to do after we do get married.
Paperwork? For what? Do you mean that he has finally appointed me as the next CEO?
It sounds like a lot of different stuff, and he is really, really busy.
I see. This is really good news. Great news, in fact. I've got to get a move on with my own paperwork.
Are you talking about that Lucy woman?
That's right. I can't believe this crazy stranger filed paperwork saying that her and I were married.
Yeah, she really shouldn't have done that, of course. But is she really such a bad person?
What do you mean? Are you taking her side?
I mean, you really think that you did nothing wrong?
Of course I didn't do anything wrong. What are you talking about?
But the documents weren't fake. They were all legit.
What are you even saying right now?
The clerks of the courthouse said that they were signed with your name and that the woman submitted them like that.
What are you trying to say right now? I don't like what you're implying.
In fact, she said that you wanted to marry her after you found out that she had about $100,000 in savings.
What? What is this? I don't understand.
Well, I just thought that you were acting really strangely, and so I called your old work. I explained everything to them, and they gave me her contact information right away.
No, this can't be. I don't believe it.
Well, what I can't believe is how you would agree to marry someone for money and lie to her.
What are you talking about? I didn't lie to anyone.
Okay, then. Why did you and her break things off then?
Well, I mean, we just didn't get along together anymore.
Oh, really? Because I think it's because you spent all of her money and left her penniless. She even told me that she got pregnant. She also told me that she couldn't get in contact with you.
So you mean you're really going to believe this woman who filed for our marriage without even asking me over your own husband?
Well, according to her and the clerk, you signed those papers.
Well, she has got a lot of nerve saying that I spent all of her money. And then she had to go and get pregnant. As if I would marry her.
I don't know. This woman is suddenly finding herself a single mother and doesn't even have the savings that she had to buy a home and take care of her child. I can understand her feelings.
So, you mean, you would be mad if that happened to you then?
What are you talking about? Of course I would be mad if you did that to me.
But why? Your family is rich. You aren't some poor woman like Lucy. You'd be fine.
And I can't believe that you would leave behind a woman who you got pregnant. That's horrible.
Okay, fine. I'll just pay child support and we can put this behind us. I can still be CEO, right? It isn't like we don't have the money for that.
Well, she says that she thinks that you should pay her back the money you took from her in addition to child support. Plus, she said that she is thinking about suing you.
Aha, you see? She is just after money. There's nothing real there. She's just another gold digger. That is why she submitted those wedding documents. She just wanted to get alimony from me.
And so that is why you're so eager to get this marriage annulled now?
Exactly. We nip this in the bud right now and then you and I get married. I become the next CEO and we can put all of this nonsense behind us.
Do you really think that is how all of this is going to work?
What do you mean by that?
I mean, do you really think that I would marry you after learning all of this?
Well, yeah, of course you would, right? I mean, we had our wedding and we went on our honeymoon already.
That's true. But we still aren't legally married. You know that, right?
What are you saying? I don't understand.
I mean that I don't think you ever wanted to marry me. You just wanted to marry the daughter of a CEO.
That isn't true. You've got me all wrong. Of course I love you, Zari.
It is way too late to try and fix this now. Lucy told me all about the kind of person that you really are.
No, please. This is all just a big misunderstanding. She has no idea what she's talking about. A lot has changed since then.
You know what else she told me? She told me that you were the one who spread all those rumors about Alton embezzling money from the company.
I have no idea about any of that. And you don't have any proof.
You're right. I didn't have any proof back then. After Alton quit and left town, we stopped talking and I couldn't get a hold of him.
That is probably because he felt so guilty about what had happened.
But when I started looking into the incident again, I found proof. I found the documents that you forged.
That's impossible. I may have spread some rumors, I'll admit, but I never forged any documents.
And there we go, Perry. You have just confessed.
No. Hold on there.
You lied to me this whole time! You ruined my relationship with Alton! I hate you. Thank goodness I found out who you really are before we got married.
Wait, just wait. You don't understand. If I don't marry you, then I won't be CEO.
You are never ever going to be CEO!
I don't believe that. I put in so much careful planning. This can't be.
Of course it was never going to happen. You're terrible at your job. Besides, just because we're married doesn't mean that you would have taken over the company.
Wait, is that true? I didn't know that.
You really are an idiot. Make sure you pay Lucy every penny that you owe her.
But I can't do that. I don't have that kind of money.
And I will be sure to be suing you as well.
What are you going to be suing me for?
Because you lied to me to get married. That's fraud. You will be hearing from my lawyer soon.
Please don't do this to me. You have to forgive me. I don't have any money. I need you. Please don't leave me. I'm so sorry.
I can't believe that jerk lied to me about his past. My dad was so furious when I told him that he fired Perry on the spot. After that, Lucy and I both filed lawsuits. I told myself that I was also suing him for Alton's sake. But Perry, who didn't have much in the way of savings to begin with, chose to flee the country. I have no idea whether or not he is working to this day. All I know is that I'm thankful that we never married. On the bright side, I managed to find my ex-boyfriend, Alton. I quit my job and we started a new company together. We've been so happy together ever since. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this. And why not leave us a comment in the comment section down below? We look forward to hearing your thoughts. See you next time.